Hello everyone, and welcome to a very impromptu review here for ya. I quite recently ordered a new concealer, and I mean, why the heck not test it out with you guys today? I have no reason to say no. So, here we go. I have got the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Ooh, fancy. I have mine in the shade Light 2 Vanilla. I hope that's the right shade. I was just kind of guessing here, but basically, as far as I know, this is a concealer that comes in a little pot, and it's supposed to be softly matte. I mean, I'm excited to try it out. I feel like this came out a while back, but I haven't really heard about it, at least not here on YouTube, but then like going online, it looks like it has really good reviews and everything, so I'm like, why isn't the YouTube community talking about it? I just have questions, you know, especially because the NARS, what was it called? The Radiant Creamy Concealer, that's what it was called. That thing was so hyped here on YouTube. I don't know if that's just because, you know, it comes in the doe foot type tube applicator and this comes in a little pot and people don't like that. I have no idea. No idea. But I am here to find out with you guys. So let's hop on over. I'm gonna hop on over to Sephora's website instead of NARS's website because their website is just like littered with pop-ups and ads and stuff. So let's hop on over to Sephora. We can read about this product and then we can go on into putting it on my face. So here we go. Like I said, this is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. It is $30 and you get 0.21 ounce of product. They've got 16 different shades, anywhere from Chantilly on down to dark coffee. So I mean, it looks like they've got, well, that's a pretty big skip there, but definitely the mediums, I think. The light mediums are getting the majority of the color selection here, and also the lighter skins as per usual. So that's kind of a bummer to see. This is supposed to be a full coverage concealer in an oil-free, ultra lightweight cream formula that blurs imperfections as it conceals, smoothing the look of skin with a soft matte, natural looking finish. It's gonna instantly conceal all of the things that we typically want to conceal on our face. It's also got a light diffusing effect that blurs and smooths. It's gonna give all day wear and high coverage that is not cakey and will not settle into fine lines and pores. It's also got apparently good skincare ingredients in it, and to use, you're supposed to warm the product between the fingers and pat over imperfections for second skin correction. So yeah, there you go. Sounds pretty straightforward. It sounds like it's gonna be a good concealer, at least from what NARS is telling us. So let's go ahead and sing the song together, and then we can go ahead and start covering up the stuff on my face that I want to cover up today. Let's test, hot mess or the best. My face is washed, moisturized, primed, all that good stuff, but otherwise there's nothing on my face yet, no foundation. Not only do I like to, first ingredient in this is dimethicone, so I mean, that'll definitely make this a slippery concealer in theory, but that doesn't typically last well on my skin. Oh, it's such a pretty pot. Oh, typical NARS, typical NARS. I mean, there's really nothing to NARS packaging, but it's so pretty. I just can't help but love this. It is an acrylic packaging, so it's not glass, but what was I saying? I was definitely saying something. I got nothing. Oh, for these reviews, I typically anyways, even when I'm not doing a review video, I like to put on my concealer before foundation. That's just how I personally like to do it, but I especially like to do it in these review videos so that we could actually see how it's covering dark circles, imperfections, that sort of stuff without foundation already covering that stuff up. So, I'm gonna twist this off. Oh, let's just cherish that for as long as we can. So you can see it's a pretty like thin little pot and everything, which I like, you know, it's not bulky. And now the thing with pot concealers, the reason why I don't know that I've ever owned a pot concealer is because you have to stick your fingers in here. And while I'm not worried about germs personally because I just wash my face and everything so my hands are clean. I've got my fake nails, so like that can tend to get in the way, but also it's not the easiest method, I don't think, to get the concealer. But you can see it looks pretty nice. It feels nice. It feels kind of sticky. Now, it's said to warm between the fingers. I've never understood this because I feel like I'm just rubbing it into my fingers. But let's see. There we go. I mean, I understand the reason why they say that. It's, you know, to warm up the product and get it all melty and everything, but I feel like getting it transferred from pot to finger is already pretty melty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Boo, boo, boo. think the color looks good for me, especially under the eyes. You know, it's got that brightening effect. You can definitely see the difference between this under eye and this under eye. Bam pow. So that's exciting, and it does look like it's got like a matte finish. I guess I'll show you close-ups at the end and whatnot, but let's see. Cover that and that. And it really is taking away redness, which is great. I feel like I don't have any like huge blemishes to cover right now, except for the ones I'm covering right now, but even then I feel like it's mostly just trying to take away some of the redness. And then I've got some dark spots on my cheek. Yeah, I mean, this is doing a great job. Really got some dark spots right there, so we'll go ahead and cover those. It looks really natural. Like, this looks like the kind of concealer where you really could just put it on and go. Like, I feel like some concealers you put on and it's like you have to wear foundation with it, but I feel like this might be one of those concealers where you could definitely just wear it on its own. It just blends into the skin really nicely. And then we're gonna go ahead, cover this guy. And then also I'm just gonna go ahead and try using a brush. Put this on underneath the eye. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. I like the brush application. Except for the fact that I definitely just like put concealer into my eyeball. But yeah, that went on nice coveragey. What is English? Where to go? So, I'm gonna say brush for the win. But like overall, I'm gonna say this concealer for the win. I mean, fingers obviously worked well too, but brush just makes it easier to get into the pot. You can see I really like it how it went on so super duper creamy, but then it kind of like dries down to an almost powdery finish. Not like completely powder, but it goes matte, which I really like. Can you see that? I mean, it completely covered up that bump. I think it really took away darkness underneath my eyes, took away redness on those spots. I don't think it emphasized pores on my nose or anything. I really like that so far. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Tarte Clay Stick foundation. I mean, I'm trying to think. I've only tried this a few times now, a couple times, but I feel like I can get a semi-sheer coverage with this, so we can still, you know, see the concealer doing its thing. But I've got some other videos I want to film today, so I do want to wear foundation as well as concealer. Alright, and voila! Here is my face with all of the concealer and everything on. I think it all looks really, really nice together, so I'm excited to see how this concealer ends up wearing throughout the day. Woohoo! And as always, I'm excited to take you guys along with me. It's gonna be a pretty boring day in terms of vloggy bits here. I'm basically just doing a lot of working. I might be running some errands at some point. I don't know that I feel like leaving the house though. But, you know, we'll see. I should go do my errands. In any case, like I said, I'm just excited to bring you guys along with me so that we can see how this concealer ends up wearing throughout the day. It is currently 1:26 in the afternoon. I will be checking in with you if or when it is ever pertinent here, but if anything, I will just see you all at the very end of the night, so I'll see you all then. Bye! The end of the night here. It is currently 3:30 in the morning. I didn't mean to stay up this late, especially not with my makeup on, but I just when I'm on a roll, I'm on a roll, you know? I just have been prepping. I'm going out of, well, not even just out of town. I mean, I'm going out of state. I'm going to Texas this weekend. One of my cousins is getting married, so I've been needing to like get extra videos filmed and edited for that while I'm away. And then also my friend Katie is going to be here staying with my kitties while I am gone for the few days. So I've just been like trying to clean and organize everything. You know, I keep my place pretty freaking clean anyways. It's just not organized. So like okay, so I need to go to bed. That's what I've bed needed for the past like 3 hours now. So is this concealer even on? A little bit. Maybe it's worn off there. Did I put it there? I think I did. I'm also hecka greasy at this point, huh? I suppose it doesn't help that it's like ultra hot here. Woohoo, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that was needed. So, how's it look? Do I still have concealer on even after the blotting? I mean, I think I've still got a decent amount. I think you can tell it really did not hang on like at all underneath the glasses pads, but it also didn't make like a smudgy mess. There is some creasing that kept on happening throughout the day, but it wasn't horrible. And I think you can still see it on my nose. Maybe it's kind of settling into the crease there, but there you go, you guys. Also, I'm sorry, the vloggy bits were ultra lacking. I did end up going and running my errands. I forgot my freaking vlog camera here at home. I was so mad at myself. So I'm sorry for the lack of vloggy footage. That's just the way my cookie crumbled today. So, final verdict on this concealer. I think it's one of those concealers that needs further testing. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I didn't love it. Yeah, I loved it initially. I just don't know that it wore particularly well. It didn't wear horribly. I know, I sound very wishy-washy. Let's put it into numerical perspective here with my pause rating system for you. If you are new here, need me to reiterate, P stands for price, A is for application, W is for wear, and S is for shade range. So for price, this is expensive, you know, it's NARS. Is it worth the price? I don't know quite yet, but as of first impressions here, I mean, there are just other concealers that I feel like last quite a bit longer and everything that are much cheaper. So is it worth the price? You get a really pretty pot. I'll give it a 2. Yeah, I'll give it a 2. For application, it was mostly good. It was, you know, really easy, but it's hard to get into that little pot area. I think maybe if it would have been wider, that would have been nicer. But otherwise, application was very nice. It blended into the skin very beautifully. So I will go ahead and give it a 4 on the application, 4.5. And then for wear, you know, I'll give it a 2. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 2 on the wear. For shade range, what was it, 16? It was a decent shade range if you're in the light medium kind of a category. They did have, you know, some paler shades. You know, I found one that was able to match me, although I am not the fairest of the fair, and it looked like there were a couple deeper options, but not a ton. So I'll give it a 3.5 on that. So overall, that was a 12 out of 20 or a 3 out of 5 pause. So yeah. I mean, I think that pretty much says it. I think it was okay, you know, for the most part. I'm not excited to keep on testing it out, so, you know, we shall see. I'm sure you guys will be hearing about this more in my best and worst of beauty for June. Yeah, I think that'll probably be it. But until then, I hope that this review was helpful for you guys in seeing whether or not you're gonna want to test out this concealer for yourself. I thought I could say that in one breath. I did. But I didn't like it. If you did enjoy this review or found it helpful, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!